Hey there, welcome to Math Simplified. This is Alexander, and I welcome you to this platform whereby we make math easy and fun. So, regardless of any topic you're struggling with in math, guess what? I've got you covered. So, let's dive in together and simplify the world of math. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and let's get right into it. So, for our first lesson, we'll be looking at simultaneous equation. Simultaneous equation. And it's very, very important that you get hold of this concept I'm about to take you through. And the moment you get it, I promise you that you're going to be a simultaneous equation pro. And so let's get right into it. So our first lesson is going to be simultaneous equation. Someone may want to ask, what is simultaneous equation? Well, they are powerful tools in maths that actually help us to solve multiple equations at once. And on a normal day, simultaneous equation can be handled in three forms actually, but I'm going to focus mainly on two forms. That is using the elimination method and also using the substitutional method. Right. So for today's lesson, we're going to first take our first example with using the method of elimination. So this is our first example. Now we have two equations here, and our first equation happens to be 3x plus 2y, giving us 7, and our second equation is 5x minus 3y, giving us 37. Okay, now when it comes to elimination, when it comes to using the method of elimination, I'd like for you to pay attention here. This is what you do. Now, the main goal is to get rid of one of the variable, right? And so for this lesson, we'd like to get rid of the variable y. Now, before you get rid of the variable y, what you have to do is to look at the coefficient and to make sure that the coefficient of that variable you want to eliminate in equation 1 is the same as the coefficient of that same variable in equation 2. So here we have 2y, here we have negative 3y. And so what is the common factor here? We see 6, right? 6. And so therefore to make it equal, we are going to multiply equation 1 by 3 so we can get 6y here. And we're going to multiply equation 2 by 2 so we can also get 6y here. So we can eliminate the variable y. So we're going to do this quickly. So we're going to multiply equation 1 by 3. And we're going to multiply equation 2 by 2. So let me bring it down here. And so therefore, when you multiply equation 1 by 3, remember, we are multiplying the whole equation by 3, right? So we're getting 9x, if you're following, 9x plus 6y, giving us 21, right? And then for the second equation, we're multiplying the equation 2 by 2, so which is giving us 10x. There is a minus over there, so you don't forget a minus. Minus 6y, giving us 74. 2 by 37 is giving us 74. So if you want to have a very neat work, you can name this equation 3, and you can also name this equation 4, because this is our new equation we found so far, right? So when we want now, we want to eliminate the variable y. So what do? We introduce the positive sign, right? We introduce a positive sign. Now in our next video, I'm going to talk to you on why we have to introduce a positive sign for this question. When you introduce a positive sign, then you have 6y plus minus 6y. So automatically you get 6y minus 6y, that is giving us 0. Right. So remember, the main goal is to eliminate the variable y. Right. Now when you bring negative over here, it will now become 6y minus 6y, which will automatically give us a positive value, that is 12y, positive 12. And so we want to eliminate 6y. So therefore, you introduce your negative sign. Um, introduce a negative sign. No, sorry, positive rather. It's supposed to be positive. Sorry. And so when you introduce your positive sign, now then we're going to add equation 3 to equation 4, right? We're going to add equation 3 to equation 4, and this is what we're going to get. So 9x plus 10x is giving us 19x if you're following. Automatically this is 0. Now we have 0 here. And then 21 plus 74 is giving us 95. Right. Is giving us 95. And so moving on now, we are left with 19x equals 95. Right. Now remember, we want to find for x. We want to find for x. So what do? Change of subject. You know how to go about this. And so we want to make x stand alone. So therefore, you divide the left hand side by 19. You divide the right hand side by 19. So just something like this. So 19x divided by 19 on the left hand side, and then on the right hand side we're having 95 divided by 19, right? And so 19x over 19 over 19 will cancel itself, leaving us with 1. And so we have 1x equals 95 divided by 19 is giving us 5. Is giving us 5. And so therefore our x is giving us 5. So this is the answer for x. Right. So now with elimination method, right after you've got the value for x, what we like to do is to put x in any of the equation, whether equation 1 or equation 2, and I guarantee that you get the same answer. Okay. So we want to put so put in so put value of x in equation. So let's say equation 1, right? Equation 1. And so this is what we have. So the equation 1, we have 3, and then we have our x to be 5, right? So in place of the x, we're putting 5 over there, and then plus our 2y, which is giving us 7. Okay. So now 3 by 5 is giving us 15. Plus our 2y, right, is still giving us 7. Okay. So now what we want to do is to make y stand alone. So we're going to take it step by step. So we're going to move this 15 over here to the right hand side. And remember, 15 is a positive value here. When it crosses the equal to sign, it becomes negative. So therefore, we are left with 2y. So we're moving the 15. So we have 7 minus 15. Right. 7 minus 15. Okay. So now we want to make y stand alone. So what do? Just like the first one, you divide the left hand side by 2, and you divide the right hand side by 2 also. So we have 2y divided by 2 on the left hand side, and on the right hand side we're having negative 8 divided by 2. Okay. So now 2 cancel 2, giving us y equals negative 8 divided by 2 is giving us what? Negative 4. Okay. So then we have our x to be 5 and our y to be negative 4. Okay, so when you follow this procedure, this is what you get. So this is basically the method of elimination, going by the method of elimination to solve this problem. So if you have any question regarding what we've done so far, you can kindly drop it and I'll address it in our next video. Okay. Hey there and welcome. So this is our second example for today. And so we have for equation 1, we have 2x plus 5y giving us 10. Let me take this quickly.